Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys that are new, welcome. My name is Pinky, and teaching you witchcraft and tarot is what I do. For those of you guys returning, welcome back, my loves. Here we are doing the love reading for all zodiac signs. We're going to begin with Aries, as it is still Aries season. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. If you guys are interested in any of the personal services that I provide, you can click the description box below, and all of our links are on there, as well as our Shopify. If you guys are interested in personal consultations or spell work, or if you guys are interested in the manifestation journals or shadow journal, you can find all of those links on there. Also, I want to mention I will soon be dropping the self-concept. It's a 21-day course. So if you guys are interested, I will definitely let you guys know when it is available, and you'll be able to find that on my Shopify, okay? All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's see what is unfolding for Aries. We're going to begin here. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys can get notified of the most recent videos going up. All right, Aries, let's see what it is unfolding for you guys in your love life, spirits. I call upon all my wise and loving guides, ascended master spirits of divination. Please step forward and surround me. Allow me to see, hear, sense, feel, and receive the messages loud and clearly for all zodiac signs. We're going to begin here with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is unfolding in their love life? Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty, Aries. Let's see what is going on with you guys. All right, Aries, in regards to new love, we have the Empress, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Swords. Wow, a lot of momentum picking up right here. So what have I seen in regards to how they're seeing you, Aries? They're seeing you as definitely knowing that you are the person for them. So if you're dealing with someone, they have a very high self-concept of you, right? They really see the potential, and they are looking for investing more in this connection. Now, if you are masculine or female, it does not matter. They definitely find you extremely alluring and attractive. Now, in regards to how they feel, the Knight of Wands does indicate to me this could be a person that does have a tendency of rushing things, or rather likes to pick up the pace. They don't necessarily, they're not more on the practical aspect. They kind of rush into things. So the advice here would definitely be uh give it time to flourish, give it time to get to know each other. You don't want to rush into this connection or anything physical, really. If you're looking to cement this, or if you're looking to more long term, okay? And keep in mind, Aries, this is something that they've been telling you for quite a while now. It is all about restructuring, and it is all about longevity. So again, Knight of Wands is very passionate, very intense, but they could be a bit flighty only because they like to rush into things. Now, in regards to the future actions, they know exactly that it is you who they want, Aries. They know that they're definitely going to have to put in the work. Why? The Knight of Swords always indicates to me taking action, right? Again, rather quick momentum. I feel like for some of you guys, if you are recently dealing with someone, you could feel the connection very, very strong. But again, it is important to maintain some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Some type of grounding, making sure that it is sustainable. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes we confuse love with intense passion, right? And when it's intense and it's hot and heavy and it's passionate, as quickly as it comes in, it can go out as well. So is the connection going rather quick? And if it is it something that you're capable of maintaining and sustaining? And if it's not, always try the best you can to, like I said, ground the building of that foundation as it progresses, and as you get to know this person, and as things evolve. I do see them, like I said, I don't see any hesitation on their part. So they're definitely showing you through actions that they are interested in you. Again, the only advice would be that to take it slow. Don't allow them to rush you. And I know Aries have a tendency of rushing into things as well, especially if it's exciting. But keep in mind that it is about sustainability. Are you able to sustain this connection, this intensity, this passion? And if it's not, and if you see that they are kind of forcefully trying to push you to move things rather quickly, As an example, what's coming to mind is like love bombing. If that's something that they're already doing, and let's say you've only been dealing with them for like 3 weeks or a month, um, ask yourself, is this something sustainable, or is it something that their shadow side is fully embracing, and maybe it's something that they need to work on, because a lot of the times people that love bomb you or come hot and heavy, a lot of the times it has more to do with like their shadow side or things that they need to work on versus you as the individual. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's kind of like the chase. A lot of people get a thrill out of the chase, and once they attain you or once they feel like, they have you, the passion and intensity kind of weathers. So again, ask yourself those questions. And if you do see that they are, trying to move rather quickly, um, I mean, if it's for fun, then great. But if you're looking for something long term, ask yourself, is it sustainable? Aries. All right, moving on here, Aries. Let's see. In regards to your old flame, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So I'm definitely sensing that there's still some type of connection. For some of you guys, you may still not been like not over exactly the person from your past. The Five of Pentacles does indicate to me a lot of insecurity issues in this connection. And I feel like someone wasn't willing or capable of expressing their emotions, and it probably was out of fear of rejection or fear of getting hurt and the fear of being vulnerable. Um, Now, in regards to how they feel about you, the Five of Pentacles, they feel like you left them out in the cold, Aries, or they feel like you're ignoring them, or there is a feeling of being left out in the cold, being um abandoned is what I'm hearing. So, with the Seven of Swords here in regards to why they feel that way, they feel like you were being sneakier, you weren't being completely honest with them. Um, what I'm hearing is for some of you guys, it could have been a situation where the reason for this separation or breakup could have been miscommunication. More specifically, because the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups indicates to me there was an emotional attachment or an emotional connection here. But the Seven of Swords, especially next to the Five of Pentacles, is indicating to me a bit of insecurity issues or a bit of self-concept issues. So again, it could have been that they felt like you were out of their league and they could have had potentially self-sabotage, or vice versa. This could have been you as well, Aries. So I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this in regards to the old flame, in regards to the person from your past, if you're still interested in them, I feel like it's not done. It's not completely done. I feel like there's unfinished business here. And again, I do want to highlight, if you recently came to a separation or a breakup, or you are distancing or not communicating with your person, I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication and misunderstandings. And in that, not getting the clarity or transparency, it's almost like you guys are kind of guessing or playing mind games and guessing what the other is doing or what they're up to. And obviously, the more we doubt and fear, the more our mind starts to play tricks on us. So I feel like for the majority of you guys that are interested in the old flame, I feel like it has a lot to do um, with them feeling like they, like you weren't being honest with them, or um, like you had other plans, or like maybe you were dealing with someone else. There is a feeling of not being enough, or the fear of not being enough for you. And again, what's coming through very strongly is misunderstanding. So again, I don't feel like you guys are completely done in this situation. I do see that there is an opportunity to reconnect or communicate. I do see it happening more towards the middle of May. But I do feel like there's unfinished business here for sure. All right, Aries, wishing you guys the best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, so wow. Okay, you have powerful energy here, Taurus. In regards to how they see you, the Ace of Wands is very, very like you guys are very attracted to each other. You guys are definitely each other's type. With the Nine of Pentacles here in regards to how they feel, I feel like you may be dealing with a person that perhaps has been single for quite a while and they're comfortable in that energy. I see them debating, like really going within and trying to internalize if the connection is strong enough for them to want to continue progressing this, or am I better off being single type of energy. Um, it is intense, a lot of fire energy here, but I do see them really kind of figuring out. And for some of you guys, if the connection was going rather well and progressing very quickly, and all of a sudden you've noticed like there's a bit of hesitancy on their part, or maybe not, as an example, they would be texting you throughout the day, and all of a sudden that kind of stopped, or when you text them or when you communicate, they're not as quickly to reciprocate. I feel like it has more to do with them like fearing if they're actually ready to be in a relationship, and only because this person really enjoys their singlehood or enjoys being single. Now, for some of you, if you're dealing with someone recently that just recently came out of a relationship, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I would just keep it pushing because I feel like this person is not over that person from the past. Only for those of you guys that are dealing with someone that you're very aware just came out of a relationship. Um, and the reason I say this is because I do see them like looking towards unfinished business. So again, if you're very aware and you've noticed that their communication is not as quickly as it was, or it's not as the way it was in the beginning, just know that there is a part of them that is internalizing if they want to take the next step towards, this connection, or are they better off being single? And I feel like for a lot of you guys that are dealing with someone that you're aware came out of a long-term relationship, you're very aware that they're not ready for a commitment. Even though if they've told you that they are, I feel like there is a bit of red flags that you've noticed, so pay attention to that, Taurus. All right, moving on in regards to Old Flame, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So if you guys are interested in the person from the past, I feel like they could have recently gotten into a relationship or into some type of higher commitment. I feel like they've already moved on from this connection, Taurus. And for some of you guys, if you've been feeling like them casually crossing your mind, I feel like the reason why you're picking up on that is because you have been on their mind, but I feel like it has more to do from the lessons that were learned from that relationship, meaning what you taught them, Taurus, is something that is very prominent in their life, or at least they're very like self-reflective about it and they're aware. Um, but I do see them moving on. I do feel like at this point in time, it is important for you to let go, Taurus, especially those of you guys that have been wanting to work things out. I feel like this person has already, their expiration date has expired. And I feel like they only hold you back from where you're meant to go. So my advice is don't sit there and wait for them, Taurus. If you haven't heard from them, if you're hoping or wanting to rekindle, what they're telling you is you got to get back on your life track. You got to get back on your path and continue on that path because there's better things coming to you, Taurus. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Hmm. All right, Gemini, what I'm seeing here is there is definitely a connection. I feel like for some of you guys, you may be dealing with someone that is extremely practical, or it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. I also see water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Um, but what they are showing me here is that this person may not be as quick as you would want them to be, Gemini. So what I mean by this is if you feel like things are not picking up or they're not going as quickly as you would want them, it doesn't mean that they're not interested, Gemini. It doesn't mean that they don't feel a connection with you. They do. But I feel like this person is rather methodical in regards to the energy that they put into people. And the reason I say this is because I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this person is focused right now in their finances and in their coin. Like they are trying to make something happen. So their focus primarily has to do with financial gain. But they do feel the connection, and this is why for some of you guys, you may be experiencing like, uh maybe they're slow in the approach, but they are definitely invested. And I feel like as time progresses, you're going to notice through actions that this person starts to, you know, take you out on dates, give you more time, more energy. I do see them rather focused in their finances, but again, the connection is there. I just feel like it takes them a little bit to warm up. Um, so just be patient, Gemini. All right, in regards to your old flame, let's see what's going on here. Oof. Okay. Gemini, your person from your past is definitely going through it. What I'm seeing here is they're experiencing a lot of tower moments in their life right now. It's almost like they're kind of being forced to acknowledge, um, acknowledge the lessons that you brought to them. And what I mean by brought to them is it's almost like what I'm sensing here is someone definitely felt like they effed up. Um, they could have felt like they did you wrong, or they could have mistreated you or mishandled you. The moment that sometimes people are very much in their ego and they're like, oh, I could do better, da 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 da. And then they realize, sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. And I feel like that's the rude awakening that they're currently going through. So if the person that you were dealing with left you for someone else, they were left. If the person that you broke up with or separated from mistreated you, like I said, mishandled you, I feel like they were so much in their ego that they could have thought that life was going to get better. But I feel like, again, there's a rude awakening here, and they are being or kind of being forced to take self accountability and self responsibility for the actions that they took. So my advice is I do see that there is a lot of anxiousness, energy here. There's a lot of worry and stress. Because it is coming up as a King of Cups, I feel like this person is still emotionally invested in you, Gemini. But my advice is sometimes people have to go through it, and it is our job and our duty to step aside and not try to save them. Because by you trying to save them, you're keeping them from them learning their karmic lesson. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may be tempted. So don't be surprised if this person reaches out or this person comes back around and wants your help in some shape, way, or form. Um, don't let them play with your emotions, Gemini. If I was you, I would just close this chapter. Sometimes people got to learn. All right, Gemini, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with Cancers. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Cancer. Let's see what's going on in your love life. All right, Cancer. What I'm seeing here is for those of you guys that are dealing with a new person, I am going to be completely honest with you. If you feel like this person is gaslighting you, or if you feel like this person is very inconsistent, It's not in your head, it's the reality of it. And the reason for it is because this person is not over a person from their past. They're still holding on. There is a feeling of being belittled or not being enough. Uh, Likelihood of them being betrayed or being cheated on is very highlighted. And I feel like what they're doing is trying to get over them. And I feel like they're not going about it the right way. And it's almost like they're trying to rush into love because they want to get over the person from the past. So if you've been noticing red flags, or if you've been feeling like this person is not consistent, or this person has a victim mentality, or even if you've noticed that they're giving you red flags, like constantly talking like bad shit about their ex, know and understand that it's not so much about the ex, it has more to do with the fact that they're not over the ex, okay? So my advice is if you are dealing with this type of energy, I would just keep it pushing because it's definitely a person that's not healed. It's a person that wants to build their ego off of feeling wanted and needed because they felt rejected in the past or with the person that they're still not over. So again, I would keep it pushing, Cancer. All right, in regards to old flame, Cancer, they're definitely still not over you. I'm seeing them wanting and debating if they should reach out to you. I feel like this person is still hoping to rekindle this connection or hoping to reconnect with you. But there is a fear here, a fear of rejection or a fear of like you've moved on. They're thinking, I don't want to, come off as stupid or come off as like I'm still not over Cancer. What if I do reach out and what if Cancer's already moved on? Or what if, they're being with someone already? Like there's a fear of being rejected, and that's the reason why they haven't taken movement towards you. However, I do see communication happening more so towards the beginning of May. I do see them reaching out, and it's only because they just can't help it or they can't contain themselves anymore. It's like I'd rather be rejected than to let or have this missed opportunity. So they're gonna shoot their shot. If recently you've been posting on social media or anything like that, subliminals or kind of like that you're dating again or that you're moving on or something, that could be what triggered them. And that's why you've been very heavy on their mind, Cancer. But I do see them reaching out to you. However, I see it more towards like, I want to say the beginning of May, second week of May. All right, Cancer, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my lions out there. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love. Give me 3 cards for old flame. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. 3 cards for new love. 3 cards for old flame. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys can get notified of the most recent videos going up. If you guys are interested in any personal services, you can find all of that on the description links below. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on with you guys in regards to love and romance. All right. Okay. So, Leo, if you've recently been dealing with someone, okay, and you don't necessarily feel like they are giving you the attention, or if you feel like they're not as interested, um, the reason why they're giving you this, it's giving me this much. Okay, so I'm getting different messages. Okay. So for some of you guys, you were dealing with someone that was initially very interested in you and really showing you through actions that they were interested in the pursuit of you, right? But something recently could have happened where you kind of felt their energy like they pulled back, or you feel like they're losing interest. And it's not that they're losing interest. What it is that they don't want to show you how much they're actually invested in you, Leo, because they either are intimidated or they feel like you have options. And it's almost like they're vibrating from a fear of being rejected. So it's like, why am I even gonna try? Like, I'm not gonna fight for Leo. Like, I don't know if you've told them like the options you got or if they've seen. I don't know what it is, but this person is in their feelings and they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna fight for Leo. Like, I don't have to prove myself to you. But the reason why is because they genuinely, authentically feel like you do have better options, Leo. But I do see them interested in it. I do feel like you guys are gonna get over this little bump right now that you guys are going through. And again, I feel it very strongly like this person is in their feelings. I don't know what you did, Leo. I don't know if you hurt their ego, their little pride, because it's almost giving me the energy of like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pull back and act very nonchalant because I don't want Leo to know how like really emotionally invested or obsessed I am with them. But I feel like again, as it progresses, I feel like they're gonna open up and they're gonna tell you like exactly what was the trigger or exactly what bothered them. Um, but I do feel like this has the potential for something much more long term or more stable. I just feel like you guys are probably just learning each other. And I feel like this person does have a bit of insecurity issues. So that would be the only thing. But I do feel like you guys are going to be able to get back on the same page, Leo. All right, moving on here. Let's see in regards to old flame. Oh, wow. Leo, your person from your past is not over you. And I don't care if this is a person you haven't been with like a year, 2 years, 3 years, doesn't matter. Um, I feel like this person is still energetically connected to you, and you could possibly even sense them because of how obsessively they're thinking of you, Leo. And I feel communication is going to open up. And like I said, they were specific. They said it doesn't matter if it's been a year, 2 years, or 3 years. This person is going to pop back in your life. They're going to reach out. And the reason for it is because they were holding back out of the fear of you moving on. But I feel like now they are certain that they want to fight for you, Leo. And I know for those of you guys that have been like broken up for a while, you're probably like, I'm fucking over it. Like, this person needs to move on. Like, I've moved on, whatever. But I feel like they had to go through what they had to go through to realize that you are the person that was for them. And they're realizing that. And it's what I'm hearing is like nothing or no one's gonna hold them back from coming towards you because they're wanting and willing to fight for you. So in regards to this person from the past, I feel like the ball is in your court, Leo. You decide. But I feel like this person is being authentic and coming back around. And for some of you guys, it could have been that they needed this time. They needed this separation, or both of you guys needed this separation because they had to realign with their true goals and aspirations. Um, Maybe there was fear of commitment or something, whereas they needed to feel what it is to not have you in their life, Leo, to realize that they want you in their life. And yes, that is unfortunate, but sometimes people do need that. And I feel like that's what really has been triggering this person to come. It's almost like I've let so much time go by, or I'm letting time slip away, and like they're just one day gonna wake up and just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna reach out to Leo. I'm not gonna hold back. And I feel like that communication is opening up for you guys. All right, Leo, wishing you guys the best. Moving on. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with Virgos. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my Virgos out there. 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Here we go. Wow. Wowzers. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Virgo. All right, in regards to how they see you, the Knight of Wands, they are definitely passionate and excited about this connection. And again, the Empress and the Emperor, I mean, come on. They are feeling like you are their person. For some of you guys, Okay, so yes, this is new love, but I also do want to mention only because they're showing me the Knight of Wands as in the connection to a timeline from the past. So for some of you guys, if you had a falling out with someone or some type of temporary separation or something like that, they're coming back around, Virgo, because they're realizing you're their person. And it doesn't matter how recent this happened or how long ago it happened, they are realizing that you are their person and they're coming back around to fight for you, Virgo. I see them like they've made up their mind. They're like, I am certain. It's almost like the universe is giving me signs and symbols all around that is showing me Virgo is the person for me. And for some of you guys, this separation needed to happen because they had to mature or they had to grow the fuck up and realize either you're all in or you're not. But you're not going to be there entertaining half-ass shit. And I feel like that's the rude awakening they needed to realize or to come to terms with that. Now, for those of you guys that are dealing with new love, this person is immediately, you guys are going to be extremely like attracted towards each other. You guys are definitely vibrating from the Empress and the Emperor energy. For some of you guys could be a Libra, for others of you could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be, could be just their energies here. But they are showing me that they are very intense and passionate about, you know, showing up consistent. It is about building something. So if you recently connected with someone, things are going great and you're wondering, does this have the potential for something long term? Absolutely, Virgo. Remember, you have the South Node in your, or I should say, the South Node is in your sign. So there's massive changes and transformation that are happening here for you guys. And for some of you guys, when the nodes change, it brings to a soulmate type of connection. So this is your equal. This is the counterpart. This is your polarity. So again, massive physical attraction and quickly going to realize that you guys are definitely on the same page. Beautiful energy here, Virgo. All right, in regards to Old Flame, we have the Three of Cups, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Virgo, you could have had a falling out with this person because maybe they were entertaining other options. Um, for some of you guys, it could have been that they noticed some type of change in you, maybe that you were growing distant or that you were pulling away. I feel for a lot of you guys, the reason why you were doing this was out of the fear of getting hurt, or maybe they had already given you certain signs where you were like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep it pushing. I'm just going to move on. So basically, you weren't chasing them, and maybe this person is used to the chase or getting chased, that they kind of whatever options they felt they had, now they're realizing I really effed up because no three people, no four people that were giving me attention equals one Virgo. No one matches your energy, Virgo. They are realizing that. And they are realizing that for some of you guys were dealing with a non-committal person. Someone that's either been single for a very long time or they were not looking for any type of commitment. And the fact that they were dealing with you kind of made them either be in their feelings or realize that they're not as in control of their feelings as they thought, maybe primarily because they started to acknowledge the feelings they had for you. This could have scared them, and this could have been what pulled them away or what pushed them to entertain other options or whatnot. But they're realizing that all of that are distractions because all they can think of and all they want is you, Virgo. And I see them coming back around. Let me just pull out another card for clarification. Yeah, I feel like what happened here is for some of you guys, they could have been dealing with options. They could have um, dealt with the third party, or maybe they just thought the grass was greener on the other side, right? They're quickly realizing that they were lying and deceiving themselves because it's almost like they did that as a self-sabotage mechanism, because that's something that they've done in the past, except this time they can't shake you, Virgo. So again, I feel like there is almost this clarity of realizing, yeah, that I lied to myself. What the hell did I do? I really fumbled the bag here. And it's like they are so stressed and all they can think of is like, how can I undo this fuckery or how can I fix it? And I do see communication happening. Yeah, I see communication happening for you guys. I feel like this person is really realizing like they had a rude awakening. Either you were dealing with a non-committal person, Virgo, or you were dealing with someone that was like petrified of losing control, meaning petrified at being in a commitment. And they realize now that the options they thought they had, like no one is you. No one compares to you, is what I'm hearing. So again, they're realizing they effed up and they're trying to figure out how they can come back around and prove themselves to you, Virgo. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you guys like these videos, like, share, and comment. Don't forget to let me know so I can keep them coming for you guys. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my Libras out there. 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Here we go, Libra. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Oh, Libra, what the heck happened? All right, so what I'm seeing here is there could be no communication at the moment. For some of you guys, there could have been like a separation or some type of breakup. Um, Yeah, what I'm sensing here is you could have been dealing, Libra, with a person that could have portrayed themselves to you like they were ready or they were looking for a commitment. But I feel like they were gaslighting you. I feel like they were definitely not consistent. And you were dealing with a person that is very, very immature. This is a person that is still not over a person from their past. So it's almost giving me the energy of like whoever effed them up, whoever like really hurt them, they're still not over that. And they're holding on to that. And it's giving me very much like fuck boy, fuck girl type of energy. But the reason they do this is because they're trying to they're trying to punish that specific gender that hurt them. So again, I feel like you're definitely dealing with someone that is very unhealed, someone that could potentially be toxic. And my advice is close the chapter on this. If they ghosted you or you haven't heard from them, you will be hearing from them, Libra. But my advice is keep it pushing because I feel like you've gone through enough and you shouldn't be put in a position where you feel like you're the mother or the father figure to the person you're dealing with because it's like you don't have to heal no one. They have to heal themselves and come at you with their healed version. And I feel like in the past, you've probably done that. You've probably tried to change someone or you try to help them or excuse their behaviors. And what Spirit is telling you is you need to close the chapter on that, Libra. The part of you that wants to like mother is what's coming through. The part of you that wants to naturally mother your partner puts you in a position of being taken for granted and taken advantage of. And it's time you close the door on that and only allow people that are fully healed and fully present in your life to be to prove to you that they're consistent because at this point it's like it's not I don't see this going anywhere. And I feel like deal with this separation or this breakup or and for some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys are being like you're coming from a place of like feeling like they're rejecting you. Um, and they're not. It's not a rejection. It is that the universe is doing you a favor by removing that person out of your way so that you don't let years pass by trying to save someone that doesn't want to be saved, Libra. Turn the page on that. All right, in regards to the old flame or the person from your past, All right, so what I'm seeing here, Libra, is I feel like the person from the past may be dealing with certain changes in their life where, and I'm not gonna lie, for some of you guys, I'm hearing like if you recently found out that your person changed religion or um they're changing like some type of lifestyle that they were accustomed to. I feel the reason for this is because they have been delivered, meaning they have been taught their karmic lessons. And I feel like this person is really working in transforming themselves in order to be a better person, if that makes sense. And what I'm seeing here is for some of you guys, I feel like this person was kind of forced to deal with the consequences of their actions or how they mistreated you in the past, Libra. And I feel like they are coming more mature, but more than mature, I feel them coming more towards the healed version of themselves. Um, I don't see that there is a reconnection here, but what I do see is that there is almost this giving you closure. So if there was a separation or a breakup or something that ended in bad terms, I feel like you guys will be given the opportunity to experience some type of closure. But I feel like this person is essentially working on themselves to be a better person, and they've realized the lessons that your relationship with them taught them. And a lot of it has to do with the fact of how much you put up with or how much you did for them. Whereas maybe now they've experienced what it's like to not be able to rely on people that they care for, like they did with you. No one's going to be there all the time, you know? Not everyone's going to put up with their shit or with their fuckery. And I feel like that's a rude awakening that they had to experience. However, I do see that this person is from a loving place, realizing how good you were to them, Libra. All right, my lovelies. Wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on. Scorpio. Let's see what's going on in your love life. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, this person is seeing you. I feel like there is a lot of your traits that is triggering their insecurity, Scorpio. And even if this person portrays themselves to be like super confident or like they have this um high concept of themselves, I feel like it's a facade. And the reason I say that is because this you're dealing with someone that you're dealing with someone that gets their ego hurt very easily. This is a person that vibrates from a place of ego. And what's coming through Scorpio, and I really want you guys to pay attention to this. If you're dealing with someone that is gaslighting you, meaning you've been dealing with them for a while, but they're still not telling you what you guys are, or if you guys are exclusive, or they haven't asked you out. Um, and the moment you bring up that conversation, it's almost like they dance around it, or they tell you, um, or they don't say anything, but then later on when you guys have arguments, it's like they will mention here and there, like, oh, well, whenever we have an argument, like you're always wanting to break up with me, like, but you know they haven't asked you out. I feel like they're gaslighting you. They are doing this to make you feel like they are taking it seriously, even though they're not, because they're not stepping up. And I feel like this is a person that has a tendency of bolting the moment that shit gets tough. So, what I mean by that is if you've been dealing with this person, let's say for 2 months, out of those 2 months, whenever there's been a misunderstanding or some type of argument or whatever, instead of them like working through it, they'll just like automatically stop texting you or they like ghost you or they ignore you until you're the one that reaches out. Um, It's because you're dealing with someone that has a tendency of breadcrumbing and they are just manipulative. And it's a person that is very immature. They don't know how to process. That's why they, even if they tell you, like, oh, I don't like confrontation, it's not that they don't like confrontation, it's that they avoid it. So you're dealing with an avoidant Scorpio. My advice is keep it pushing because I feel like this person is a waste of your time. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with the past love or past old flame. Scorpio, have you been sensing that your person from your past has been popping in your mind lately and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I thinking of them? Is because they are heavily, heavily thinking of you. And for some of you guys, I feel like this person has been trying to manifest you in their life again. This person is definitely not over, they're not over you. But the reason why you haven't reached out is because they are, again, trying really hard to manifest you. So I don't know, for some of you guys could be like love spell that's taking place. For others of you, um, yeah, they're trying to manifest you into their life again. They're wanting you to be the one to reach out to them, not them be the one to reach out to you, Scorpio. So if this person has been in your energy or you've been feeling like they are constantly on your mind, my advice is do yourself a spiritual bath and do yourself a cleansing. Just to make sure that you can disconnect from their energy, and to make sure that they are not affecting your energy in a manipulative way. Because I do feel like this person is sitting in the sideline waiting for you to be the one to reach out, and they are really trying to manifest you. All right, Scorpio, wishing you guys the best. Good luck with that. Moving on here, let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. By the way, you guys, I am going to be uploading another video for you guys, another reading that is specifically for those of you guys that are single. I've been getting a lot of DMs on Instagram, and they're like, hey, what about us singles? So I will be uploading that video after this one. So you guys stay tuned for that. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on in your love life. 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Here we go, Saggy. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Oh, what the heck happened here? Sagittarius. Okay. For some of you guys, if there was a recent separation or ending, or this person ghosted you, and you can't explain or you don't understand what the heck happened, you were dealing with someone that was not being completely honest or transparent with you. And this person could have potentially just been coming out of a committed relationship, some type of marriage, some type of divorce. For others of you, you were dealing with someone that was having marital problems, but they weren't single. Now, if you're unsure if this person was in a committed relationship, and what I mean by that is if you were dealing with this person and they never took you to their house, you never met their family or friends, they kind of wanted to keep you, hidden, you were definitely dealing with someone that was married. And I feel like this person, though I see the relationship or that commitment coming to an end, I feel like this person is still trying the best they can to fix it. So if you're dealing with someone, let's just say, for example, that they're telling you, well, I am no longer, I live with my ex, but we don't have anything going on. It's because of, we live together, the rent, whatever fucking excuses they have, it's bullshit. They're still trying to fix this relationship. And the moment you became an inconvenience was the moment they decided to walk away, or they decided to, oh, you know what, I'm going to go back and just try to fix this marriage type of thing. Now, for others of you, if you are dealing with a person that fully aware that they just came out of some type of relationship, I feel like this person could have portrayed themselves a certain way, and they're not that person that they portray to be. So if they've ghosted you, they pulled back, they're not communicating with you, and it has your head spinning, Sagittarius, or you're thinking like, what the hell happened? Things were going great. All of a sudden, they kind of just disappeared or fell out the map. it's not a coincidence, and the reason for it is because I feel like they just can't keep up with their lives anymore. Um, and this is a person that is going to have to be forced to have a rude awakening, whether it's their person catching them, whether it's that they recently got caught, whatever the situation is. But I feel like this person wasn't being completely honest or transparent with you. So if you're dealing with that type of energy, Sagittarius, my advice is don't waste your time. It's time for you to move on. Um, I feel like you were definitely dealing with someone that is very unhealed and someone that um, likes to portray themselves like they're ready for some type of commitment, but this is a person that has a tendency of doing that. And it's almost like they play the victim role. Every other relationship they've ever had, it was always the ex-partner that had the fault, the problem. They weren't the problem, when in reality they are. So my advice is just keep it pushing. It's time to embrace this ending so that you can fully begin a new chapter, Sagittarius. Now, in regards to your person from your past or a past partner, I'm being shown here with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this person is still very attached to you, Sagittarius. This is a person that is still not ready, completely ready to let go. Um, and I feel like there's going to be a turn of events, and I feel it happening more towards the middle to the end of May, where you're going to be hearing from this person. It's almost like they're going to pop out of nowhere. But it's not coincidence. It's that they have realized that they can't move on from you or they're still not over you. So they are showing up this time, almost like ready to prove to you that they want you in their life. So what I'm seeing here is for a lot of you Sagittarians that were trying to rekindle something with someone from your past, um, I feel like this person needed that separation or that break or that separation so that they can really get their shit together. And for some of you guys, you were dealing with someone that could have potentially had like financial problems. And I feel like they're in a better position now where they can put effort and energy towards actually nurturing the connection. So I feel like the person that's coming back around is coming back around a better version of themselves, Sagittarius. So in regards to this situation, I feel like the ball is in your court. All right, Saggies, wishing you guys the best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me three cards for new love. Give me three cards for old flame. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my cappies, with my goats. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on in your love life. Give me three cards for new love, three cards for old flame. Here we go, Cappy. Let's see what is going on. Oh, all right, Capricorn. The person you're dealing with is a little apprehensive in regards to they feel like you're hiding something from them or you're keeping something from them, Capricorn. And if there's been almost like a pulling away, or maybe they're not as communicative with you, or maybe there's not much communication. I feel like recently something could have triggered them that made them feel or get in their head about your honesty or loyalty towards them. Even if it's like someone recent that you started casually dating or whatnot, I feel like this is a person that is very, it's giving me very much the vibes of like when someone is casually getting to know someone and they immediately assume like you're with them. So it's like, it's a person that gets upset at the fact that you have options. And I feel for a lot of you guys, that's what's coming through. Like this person felt that you were being sneaky because maybe they became aware that you had options, or maybe they are very aware that people are very interested in you, Capricorn. But I feel like in reality, it has more to do with their insecurity issues and the insecurity issues in regards to their finances. So there is something here that is connected to them feeling like almost like they see you so well put together, Capricorn, or they see you like, I'm not gonna lie, it's coming through as like out of their league. So obviously this person has insecurity issues, but I feel like this person feels like at some point you were either going to belittle them or maybe look down on them or maybe leave them for someone that is more financially secure, financially stable. And I feel that that insecurity got the best of them, and that could have been the reason why they kind of pulled away. Because it's almost like I'm seeing them like have such high regard of you, but then they look at themselves and it's almost like before Capricorn actually hurts me or before my feelings get hurt, I'm going to slowly pull away. So it's almost like they're doing it in a very slow motion. Um, so if you've been feeling like an example, you text them and then they take like hours to respond to you, it's not that they're busy, it's that they're actually doing that on purpose because they are emotionally invested in you, Capricorn. But I feel like their insecurities are much bigger than the connection they feel for you. So it's almost like this person is self-sabotaging. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Capricorn. If you're dealing with this type of situation, if this is connecting with you, my advice is completely ghost them. What I mean by this is if they're still like casually here and there texting you, just stop responding. Let them blow you up. And the reason why I say this is because people that have insecurity issues will do everything they possibly can to sabotage something. But it's because they have to prove to themselves that it's under their dominions, meaning I'm going to self-sabotage because I feel like Capricorn is out of my league. So I'm going to do what I have to do to fuck it up. But they want to they want to feel like they're the ones in control. They're the ones that decide that. That's a self defense mechanism that they do. But the moment that you like completely pull your energy away or completely ghost them or stop responding to them, you're going to see how quickly they start to blow you up, Capricorn. And the reason why they're doing that is because now it's not on their terms. So now they have to prove to themselves that they are worthy of you. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, if you are dealing with this, I would just stop responding. Stop responding. Stop allowing them to breadcrumb you. And the moment that they feel your absence or they feel the pressure that you're not going to entertain fuckery, they're going to come at you correctly. Because I feel this person is invested in you, Capricorn, but they do have insecurity issues. All right. In regards to the old flame, Capricorn. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. In regards to how they feel about you, they're still emotionally invested. I feel like they're still struggling with the end or the separation that recently happened, or it could have happened a while ago. I don't know what the timelines are here, but for some of you guys, it could have been recent. For others of you, it's been over a year or so. And they're still struggling with that ending. And I feel like even if you feel like this person is over you, Capricorn, do not be surprised because they're going to be reaching out to you. And I see this happening the first or second week of May. So I do see them reaching out. And the reason why they're reaching out is because they're still not over you. They're still emotionally invested and they're still feeling like defeated because of the breakup or because of the separation or because they feel like they lost you or they dropped the ball. But I do still feel that connection and that desire to want to rekindle. Oh, I was gonna pull out one card and look at the cards that came out. The World card and the Empress. So this is indicating to me that they had to experience what it is to not have you, Capricorn, or they had to experience the feeling of taking a loss to realize what it is that they really want. Because they're coming at you, Capricorn, and they're coming at you correctly. Empress and the World card. They know that you're their end all be all, and they're offering commitment or they're bringing commitment to you, especially with this Ace of Wands here. It's coming in quick. So something could have recently happened in their life where they realized, you know what, I really effed up, and Capricorn is the one for me. And whether they were scared of commitment or not, I don't know what the issue was, but there was a feeling of like, almost like scared to fail at something. So I don't know if they were scared of like failing at the commitment if they did get in a committed relationship with you, or for others of you, maybe taking it to the next level was something that was kind of scary to them. But I feel like they are They just made up their mind, is what I'm hearing. So they're coming back around and they're willing to fight for you, Capricorn. So the ball is in your court, my loves. All right, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my Aquarians out there. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me 3 cards for new love, 3 cards for old flame. Here we go, Aqua. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, Aquarius. Okay, you could have been dealing with someone that really felt a connection with you, Aquarius, but I feel like this person has a tendency of like, this is an avoidant. This is a person that when everything is light and fluffy, everything's amazing, but the moment that they start to feel heavy emotions, or the moment they start to feel heavy emotions, or the moment they start to feel like they are not in control of their emotions, and not being in control of emotions is only triggered through what's coming up is either anger or jealousy, because this person is feeling like they can't control that. And the moment that gets triggered that's their red flag. That is their sign to bolt, because it's like, I'm getting in too deep. I feel like recently they could have had an overpowering feeling of emotions that it scared them and they could have pulled away. And the reason for this is, again, you're dealing with an avoidant, Aquarius. So if this person has a tendency of like disappearing and all of a sudden popping back around, you know, you need to stand your ground, Aquarius. You need to let them know that you're not going to entertain breadcrumbing, that you're not going to entertain half-ass shit. Either they're all in or show them the door. Because I feel like if you keep allowing this inconsistency, they will continue to walk in and out of your life. Um, and because, again, this person has a tendency of being an avoidant, you could be dealing potentially with someone that has a tendency of like not being able to be single. They jump from one relationship to another. So my advice, if you're dealing with that type of energy, put your foot down. Put your foot down and let them know, like, hey, where is this headed? And whenever something gets rough, like you can't just disappear or cut communication and then pop up whenever you feel like it, and pretend like nothing happened. Because this person is clearly avoiding emotions. Inconsistency there. In regards to the old flame, this person from your past, Aquarius, is definitely not over you. I feel like someone could have recently have blocked someone, so you could have blocked them, or they could have blocked you, or you could have potentially been blocked. I feel like this person is coming back around, and the reason why they're coming back around, Aquarius, is because this person is not over you. And there's almost like this desire to want to reconnect or want to rekindle. I feel like it has more to do with curiosity, though, like what's going on in your life. Have you moved on from them? Let me pull out more cards just to get a bit of more clarity here. Wow. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is you're definitely going to be hearing from them, especially like for sure in May, you're going to be hearing from them. This person is not over you. This person could have potentially either pulled away because they were entertaining other options, or this connection came to an end and they quickly thought they could have moved on. So this is like a situation of, a person that gets out of a relationship and then rushes to another one only because they're trying to get over you. But they're realizing that no one is you, Aquarius, and they're coming back around. And I feel like they're being authentic and true to their feelings for you. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, there's a reconnection with someone that you've been in separation or you've been broken up for quite a while. And it goes back to 6 years. For some of you guys, 4 years. For others of you, 2 years ago. There's been a breakup or a separation. if this is resonating with you and you felt like even if it's been a while, like it's not over, you weren't wrong and you were picking up on their energy because this person is definitely not over you and they're coming back around. I feel like you guys are getting the opportunity to give it another go. I feel like there's unfinished business in this connection and there is a reconnecting very probable for a lot of you guys. So, best of luck to you guys in that. And actually, I have three clients that are Aquarius that happened to reconnect, and I also have a sister that recently reconnected with an Aquarius, and they were separated for quite a while, you guys. So best of luck in that. All right, moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me three cards for new love, three cards for old flame. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my Pisces out there. Pisces, oh, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, giving three cards for new love, three cards for old flame. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, Pisces. If you recently have been dealing with someone that maybe is very slow in the moving in regards to this connection, like they're not moving as fast as you would want them, do not think for a second that this person is not interested in you. I feel like you're dealing with the person that is very practical. This is someone that could, potentially take their time in getting to know someone and opening up. And the reason for it is because the likelihood of this person getting emotionally invested is very high. And what do I mean by that? They're not easily accessible. They don't easily open up to people, but usually when they have, it's the people they end up dating or being in a committed relationship with. So if you're dealing with that, or for some of you Pisces, if you're dealing with an Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or an Aquarius here as well, um, and you're feeling like maybe they're not into you or maybe they're not as into you as you are, that's a facade. This is a person that is very like, they really make sure that they are careful who they hand their heart to. And I feel like this person is really wanting to get to know you. They definitely feel the connection, but they are being practical. So give it time. Now, for others of you, if you are dealing with someone or came across someone that is so it can mean two things. They're either very known or they are very successful in their career, and you feel a bit intimidated. Know and understand that the connection that was felt on both sides, meaning you and them. Even if they're not showing that they're interested in you, even if they're not making major moves towards you, this is a person, like I said, that is very practical and takes their time when it comes to opening up. So let go of the need to be in control and let things flow organically. It does have the potential for something long term. All right, Pisces? All right, moving on here. Let's see your old flame or the person from the past. This person is in remorse, you guys. You're dealing with someone that is they're still hung up on you, Pisces. This person is not over you. This is a person that feels defeated. Could have been potentially could have been a very toxic type of energy or someone that really took you for granted, um, didn't appreciate you when they had you. And now they're living in regret. It's almost like the constant reliving of having to accept what it is to live their life without you, Pisces. I don't see any action. Let me pull out more. Yeah, I don't see them taking action towards you, Pisces. But I do feel like this person is definitely, okay, if this separation or breakup happened and it was like very toxic or ended in really bad terms, just know, like if you've ever felt like, I wonder if this person ever appreciated me, did they ever feel like they effed up? Or do they have any type of remorse or regret? The answer to that, Pisces, is a definite fucking yes. This person knows they effed up. They know that they did you dirty, or they know that you didn't, like, you deserved better than the way they treated you. But I don't see them taking action towards you. I see them more like wallowing in regret and just, kind of like, why does things always happen to me type of shit. But it's definitely an energy of not taking self-responsibility or self-accountability for the actions that they took in this connection. I don't see communication happening. Maybe for some of you guys, maybe towards the end of May, beginning of June. But I don't see them taking any action before then. All right, my lovelies. All right. I want to wish you guys the very best. Hope you guys enjoyed these readings, and I will see you guys soon. You guys definitely stay tuned for more videos and more spell videos coming through for you guys as well. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye.